All right, so in today's video, we're gonna talk about this. I'm focusing, I think this week, or maybe last week, I don't remember because I didn't do a video Wednesday, but we're gonna talk about more when you're feeling doubtful, especially when you're trying to manifest for an SP and there's just all that resistance because you're really not buying that new version. It's hard for you to accept holding that story of them showing up and giving you everything you want. I'm gonna share with you the best way to remedy that. So stay tuned, you don't wanna miss it. Hey everyone, it's Kim Velez, Conscious Life and Success Coach, and I'm really excited to be here with you today. So before we dive in, if you feel like you need additional support, I have many different ways that you can get support. I have email coaching, I have one-on-one coaching. I also have these amazing courses called How to Manifest Your SP Back and Keep Them for Good, as well as a 28-day course that's called You Are the Prize. It's all about your self-concept when it comes to relationships and love. So if you feel like that is something that interests you, the info can be found on my website at www.kimvelez.com. Link is in the description box below. All right, so let's dive into this. So this is what I tell people I work with. When in doubt, self-concept it the fuck out. Okay, you know I gotta throw an F word in there, right? So let's look at this. Let's look at what happens when you're reprogramming, when you're recreating, when you're focusing on what it is that you want, but yet maybe they're showing up giving you sprinkles of it, or they're showing up giving you none of it, or they're not even showing up, right? That's when the brain, after a while, will start playing tricks kind of and being like, yo, this isn't working. What are you doing? That's the logical part of your mind, right? So one of the ways to really help support this is to go hardcore in your self-concept. Bring it back to you. See, there's less resistance when you're focusing on yourself. It's easier to be like, oh yeah, this is me, this is me, this is me. This is who I am. And then you build yourself up, right? Like that cheerleader, you build yourself up so you're feeling real fucking good. And then it's so easy to just segue into affirming for the SP. Because this is the thing, this is what happens, this is what's actually going on, is when you're not reinforcing your self-concept dominantly, especially those of you that have poor self-concept when it comes to relationships and love, and it's been your ongoing pattern, a lot of people tend to put the majority of the focus on affirming for the SP, and they still put the affirming for themselves secondary, which that used to always blow my mind. It used to blow my mind when I first started this channel, I would talk about like self-love, and I'm like, you should be putting yourself first always, you know, but we get in this habit, in this rut where we overvalue people, and you have these people on this pedestal and, you know, they have more importance than you do, so much so that you'd rather affirm for them more than for yourself. So think about that, right? Because this isn't that they're better. This isn't that they, you know, that you're better than them. It's the point that you need to remember who the fuck you are. You need to remember what you bring to the table and remember your fucking worth and value. Because you can't hold a vision for your SP steadily in your mind, hold the version of them in your mind that you desire to experience consistently enough so it overrides and becomes your dominant story and they conform to that if your self-concept is not matching it. So what does that mean? Well, it means this. It's very simple. If you don't move yourself in the wish fulfilled, if you don't move yourself into the version of you through affirming that I am loved, chosen, wanted, and good enough, right? That I am the girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever the fuck you want. I'm the most fucking magnetic, right? Whatever it is that you want, that you feel this SP coming into your life is going to bring to your life to make you feel a certain way, you need to be affirming that that's who you are. I feel so loved and safe and valued in this connection. A lot of people don't do this, or they skimp on it and they really struggle with breaking through the resistance of the old programming when they're trying to recreate the SP. Because remember, how many times have I said this on this channel? I know, I had to go through this myself. This is why I have your backs. I'm the real one telling you the real shit of what you actually have to do to bust through all this shit so you can sustain it, because that's what this whole game is about. It's about sustainment. It's not about getting and then fucking losing again. You're gonna cycle probably a little bit with your person. Some of you are gonna struggle with this, you know, but that's okay. They're not going anywhere as long as you say that, right? But it's understanding that When in doubt, you self-concept it the fuck out. Bring it back to you. It's your life. It's your experience. It's flowing through you. Your story of everything you want to experience starts with you. So always bring it back to you, right? Who am I right now? Who am I choosing to be right now? Oh, fuck being rejected. Oh, fuck not knowing. Oh, fuck being a victim right now. Fuck that. This is who I am. This is who I'm choosing to be. I am loved. I am fucking wanted. I am the one that they pursue, whatever, right? Stick to that story, build yourself up, and then you'll see how easy it is to start affirming that story of them, because it'll be easier to accept the version of them in your mind that is giving you what you want when you see yourself in your mind through your affirming that you are the person who's receiving that. Most people are not doing that. Most people are not connecting to the version of them, and they're still stuck in the version of them dominantly that's rejected and not wanted and not chosen. And some days it's a battle with yourself. Some days you have more of that dominant old story creeping up, and you can feel irritable, you can feel, angry, disappointed, you're starting to think negative about the SP. If that's happening, that's a big fucking indicator to you that you still are in victim self-concept, but you're definitely in your old self-concept that says you don't get what you want, that you're not wanted, you're not fucking good enough. So this is what you need to be doing to start changing that, to start creating the version of you. You're recreating yourself too in this process. It's not just them, it's you. I mean, it always is only about you because it's your story that has to change. But I really want to support you in understanding why you want to do this, because you also have to remember how you see yourself dominantly is the evidence you seek. So if you are always in rejected mode and not feeling good enough and worthy because you're not focusing on self-concept, then when your SP does come in, again, you're going to react heavily through the 3D consistently. You're going to continuously focus on what they're not doing rather than paying attention to what they are doing, how they are conforming. And you're going to really fucking struggle with focusing on, or you're really gonna fucking struggle with assuming and attaching meaning to their lack of communication, spotty communication, what the fuck ever, anything, a text. You're always going to, if it's not so obvious that it's like, them conforming in that moment, you're going to go with the worst case scenario. You're going to assume and attach a negative meaning that somehow, some way, this is them not wanting you. It's going to trigger all that old programming of your self-concept and love. So remember, it's never about what you want, because we all want a lot of fucking things and nobody gets them. It's about the story you say that says if you can have what you want. So you need to change your story about who you are and reaffirm and pump yourself up about your self-concept when it comes to fucking this person or when it comes to fucking love, right? So when in doubt, self-concept it out. That is the quickest way to bypass any resistance. It's the quickest way to shift yourself into the state of the wish fulfilled, because honestly, you're affirming for this SP to come in and do all this stuff so you feel a certain way. So start affirming that you're feeling this way already, that you're already receiving what you want, because that matches the reality of the version of the SP that you desire. So it's a fucking win-win. So you can still affirm for your SP if you want, there's nothing wrong with that, but you need to be dominantly focused on you and your story, because it's about your life and your experience. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.